it going? It's me, Betty Jean. I'm so excited for today's video. This has been long awaited. This was pre-ordered, I want to say the very beginning of April. It's finally here. I literally got it in the mail today. I worked all day long. It is almost 11 o'clock at night right now. I had to work all day, had to go to the gym with Morgan, and now I'm here. I'm going to self-sabotage and stay up really late to get this up tomorrow morning. The day that you're seeing this, well, as long as you're seeing it the day I uploaded it, I'm filming this like probably not even 12 hours before. This is the Whale Song palette from Menagerie Cosmetics. You already knew that because you clicked on the video. I'm really excited. Also, I'm wearing a wig because my hair was dirty and I wanted to look semi-cute for this video, but don't roast me if the wig doesn't look perfect. I'm not a wig expert by any means, and also I'm not naked. It just kind of looks like I am. Anyways, I'm so excited to have this. I guess I'm just on a mission to collect every blue-green palette ever. Oh my gosh, this is what it looks like. Guys, this looks so good in person. I can't even express enough how pretty this looks. The shades in it are just unreal. I can't wait to put this on my eyes. I'm so excited, and this wig is already driving me nuts. I'm not going to do comparisons in this video. However, at the end of it, I will hold it up next to my other blue-green palettes just so you can see, but eventually I am doing an in-depth comparing all my blue-green palettes video. I can't tell you when that's gonna happen because I have a lot of new palettes coming in that I want to play with, but it will happen. But I will show you at the end just kind of next to each other what they look like, but I'm not gonna do in-depth swatches or anything. I've also explained this before, but I'll reiterate again just in case anyone's new here. I don't do swatches in my first impressions videos. I don't think it's necessary. I personally don't care what swatches look like. They don't tell anything about how they perform. And I also don't want to go into my first impression playing with it on my eyes with a bias in mind, like whether they swatch good or bad. But also, I know what Menagerie shadows do. I know how they perform. I love the formula. As long as this is the same as the other formula, which I imagine it is, then I'm going to enjoy this. I love this color scheme. I think it's really pretty. And I mean, I haven't held this up next to my other ones, but this looks really unique compared to my other blue-green palettes. I feel like with all these blue-green palettes that have come out, they all do have a different vibe, and I really appreciate that because I feel like I didn't just spend money for no reason. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what look I'm gonna create, but I am gonna play with a lot of these shadows. I can't wait to just dive in. I'm so excited about this palette, this video. That's why I am self-sabotaging and staying up late to film it. I'm just really excited. I don't think I could have slept tonight knowing this palette was here waiting for me to play with it. So dramatic. But anyways, I'm going to zoom you in. I'm going to prime my eyes. I've been using the Sigma eyeshadow base in Ignite, not set it, and we will get on to playing with this palette. I'm really excited. All right, I'm all primed and ready, and I have my wig tucked to reveal all my secrets. You can see everything. I don't glue my wigs down because I don't care enough, and it's 11 at night. I don't care. I don't even know where I want to start. I think I want to start with this one here. Cetacean? I don't know what that word is. I've never seen that word in my life. And like I said, it's 11 p.m. I'm not looking it up. I don't care enough to. I don't even apologize, honestly. I'm going to take that shade on a fluffy brush, and I'm going to start working that towards, oh, that's pretty. That's really cute. I'm going to start working that through the front half of my crease. Oh, I'm so happy I have this in my hands. It's been so long awaited. I feel really bad for Menagerie because it's not their fault that it got delayed so much. They had issues with their warehouse or something like that, and they ended up having to switch halfway through. And I feel like they handled it really well. They've sent out countless emails updating people. They even included free liquid lipsticks with the order. I got 2 of them. Well, obviously. I didn't pick specific shades. I just told them to surprise me. I told her which shades I already owned. And I got Igneous and Alpha. And they're really pretty, and I'll probably wear one today, provided it looks good with the look. But I think they handled everything really well. I'm really excited to see what they come out with in the future. They teased it's like a mini palette that has a squid on it or something like that, and I already know I'm buying that. Just take my money. This powdery blue is so pretty. I love it. I have to take Kelp. I'm so excited about that shade. That is the first shade my eye drew to when they first announced the palette. It's so pretty. This is just like a pixie fluffy brush, but just any fluffy blending brush will work. The first one was from BH Cosmetics. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I can't. Be still, my heart. I have a feeling someone's gonna ask me why I didn't wear a blue or green wig for this video. I just didn't feel like it. I always am predictable with wearing a blue or green wig with a blue or green palette. And I just wanted something different. Oh my gosh, this color, it's so pretty. It's like pickles. It's so cute. I'm gonna take this underneath that lower lash line just a bit as well. I have a feeling I'm really gonna heavily smoke out some greens on my lower lash line. I don't know why. That's just the vibe that I'm getting. I love Menagerie's formula so much. It's so pigmented and it blends so beautifully. I'm gonna take my beauty sponge that I used for my face just to tap over that edge. I've been using that to help blend out my outer corner, and I think it helps a lot. And a lot of you have said that you've been doing the same thing and it's been working for you too, so that's really cool. I think I wanna take, I don't know, this is really hard because I wanna play with literally all of them. I think I wanna take Reef. It's kind of a, I don't know, just a really pretty tealy green, like it's kind of teal and green, it leans kind of both. Oh, it's so pretty. This is a smaller blending brush. This one specifically is the Luxie 229. Oh my gosh, I'm just taking that all the way from inner to outer. Underneath that lower lash as well. I'm gonna take that brush that I used with Kelp, that more light green color, that pickle color, to blend this out even more. Especially because I don't want to lose that pickle. I'm taking a little more of the pickle color. And then I'm going to take that brush that I used with the blue just to re-blend in this front zone. Oh yay, my camera's dying. I love that for me. Need to deepen it up just a tiny bit more. I think I'm going to take Bubble Net. What is a bubble net? Someone inform me. I don't know much about ocean things because I'm terrified of the ocean, so I don't ever feel the need to research ocean things. What is a bubble net? I mean, I assume it has something to do with whales, which, fun fact, like, I'm so scared of whales specifically. Like, I'm scared of the ocean in general. I hate whales. I'm so scared of them. They're so big. Weirdest irrational fear in the world, I know, but I'm just terrified of whales. I've never had a weird encounter. I've never had a scary experience in the ocean. I've never known anyone to have a scary experience. I'm just scared for no reason. I just hate whales. I can't even look at like pictures of them. It freaks me out. Like, I mean, this doesn't freak me out too bad. I mean, it's a little triggering. I'll be honest with you. I can't do whales. I don't like ocean things. I'm gonna take a little bit of that first blue shade that I can't pronounce. I'm gonna tuck that in this front portion as well of that lower lash line, just to add a little blue. Then I'm gonna go back through with the second green brush that I used with Reef, just to buff and blend those together. I like all this dimension that's happening right now. This is so cool. I just thrive with blue and green palettes. They're my favorite to work with. Like, I love yellow eyeshadow. Yellow eyeshadow is my #1. Oh, but blues and greens are a tie for second. Can't get enough. And when they're together, it's just like a power couple. This is so pretty. All right, so I want to do kind of my faux half cut crease thing where I just use my glitter primer, because I use the glitter primer with every shimmer ever. This NYX glitter primer is my holy grail item in my makeup collection. And I want to do I want to play with Fluke because that looks absolutely stunning, and I also want to play with Whale Song because that also looks stunning. So I was thinking of cutting it and doing Fluke more towards this front top portion and then Whale Song down here and kind of blending them together. That's my idea. So I'm taking some of that NYX glitter primer on this flat brush. This is a Spectrum A16. A flat brush is key for doing any cut crease action, whether it's with concealer or without. And I'm just gonna kind of take that as if I'm doing a cut crease, just to really get that glitter primer laid down. And I'm gonna dip right into Fluke first. It's that shimmery green one. And I'm going to start tucking that right up against. Oh, so pretty. I knew these shimmers wouldn't let me down. I love their shimmer formula. That Besties shade in the Courtship palette is to die for. I can't wait for more micro palettes from them. It's such a genius little idea. I love mini palettes. And then it makes them more affordable. And I just love that they put so much thought in their themes and their packaging. I love a good themed palette. And they always do such a good job matching the artwork to what's inside, and I really appreciate that too. So I'm just taking this kind of at a diagonal from this frontmost portion of my lid up all the way to the top portion up here. You guys have seen me do this technique 100 times, and I'm not stopping anytime soon because I just love the way it looks. I love it on my eye shape. I always get so many compliments. it's just a really good time. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. I'm going to just flip that brush over. I'm using that exact same brush and dipping into Whale Song now. And I'm going to tap that on this bottom half. I love merging shimmers together like this just because it makes a really cool effect. Almost like I have a multi-chrome on my lid or something. And then I'm just going to flip that brush over and really start smudging that first shade down into the blue so it can mesh nicely. And I mean, you can see how easy that was. That meshed really easy. I don't even have to do much work now. I am going to take that brush that I used with the darkest green. I'm going to flip it over though so it's the clean side of it and just kind of smudge that outer area so it goes from the matte to the shimmers seamlessly. And then I'm going to take that pickle brush again and start blending that out. And look how easy that was. It looks so impactful, like I did so much work, which I did. I mean, I've been working at this for a little bit now, but I mean, it's not hard. It's so simple. And of course, now I'm going to take Pearl, and that's going to be my inner corner highlight. I'm just taking this brush. It's from Luxie as well. It's the 131, but I don't know why I even deem this my inner corner highlight brush. It's not really what it's meant for, but it works for me. I like that it's small and fluffy. That's a really, really pretty inner corner highlight shade. I love that. Oh, I love this so much. I love it so much. What do I want in my waterline? I have this new one from Colourpop called Prance that could look cute. I have Electric Daisy from Colourpop. I have Teaspoon from Colourpop. I have Electric from LA Girl. I have a lot of options. I have Totally Teal. I might do these two from LA Girl, Totally Teal and Electric. I'm gonna do Totally Teal more on the outer half and then this on the inner half. I like to mix eyeliner sometimes because I'm extra, you know. I'm gonna pop these in. I think that looks really cool. I'm really happy with how this looks. I knew I would be so thrilled with this palette. I'm just so happy I have it in my life. I'm gonna do the other eye now, throw on my lashes, something on my lips, and we will get to the end of the video where I kind of show you the palettes all together. And I mean, I'll give you my final thoughts of my first impressions, but I think you already know what I'm gonna say. All right, this is the final look. What do you think? I love it. I feel so good. I'm so sad that it's like bedtime. I would be so content wearing this again. I rarely repeat looks because I'm constantly making new looks for you guys. But I'm really happy with this look. I think it's really pretty. All the shadows performed exactly how I hoped and dreamed. These shimmers are so lovely on the lid. I love how shiny they are and reflective. The matte's blended like a dream. I love the tones in them. I really like this overall look and just the palette so far. I'm really happy with it. Obviously, I haven't used every shade. This isn't a review. It's just a first impressions, but I mean, so far I love it. And you guys know how much I love my other Menagerie palette, so I'm sure this one is going to be very well loved. I'm excited to play with it more in the future. I will do a 3 looks 1 palette eventually. I'll probably run a poll soon on which one you'd rather see first between this and the Jawbreaker palette from Jeffree Star because I'm getting that eventually also. I've already started filming my 3 looks with the main squeeze palette from Colourpop, so that one will be up next, but after that it'll either be Whale Song or Jawbreaker, and then whatever doesn't win will be the next week. So it will be soon, within the next couple weeks. I will also eventually do a palette bingo with all of my Menagerie palettes now that this one is here, and again, stay tuned for the overall comparing blue and green palettes video. Also, I went with my Rouge and Rogue Miss Fury lashes, and on my lips I ended up going with that Igneous liquid lipstick, and I pat a little bit of that pearl shadow over top, and I think it's really pretty. I think this look looks really cool. And now let's move on to just showing you palettes next to each other. Okay, so the first comparison I'm gonna do is between, obviously, the Whale Song and also the Ace Beauté Oceanic palette. Oh no, I just jammed into one of the shadows. Ugh, sad day. Okay, this is what these two look like next to each other. I feel like, I mean, obviously they're all gonna have similarities because they're blue-green palettes, but just looking at them next to each other, they definitely have a different vibe. This one's a lot more of like neon ocean. This one's a lot more of like grungy, deeper ocean with pastels even. And again, they do have similarities. Of course, they're going to have similarities, but I don't really know how to hold these, so it's not awkward. But they just, I don't know. I can see the differences just looking at them. I'm sure there will be dupes, and like I said, I will do swatches when I do that comparing video, but just looking at them next to each other, I feel like they just complement each other really well without looking like the exact same palette. I keep jamming into shadows in this palette. Apparently I'm angry with it. But now I have the Certify Affinity 2 with the Whale Song, and this one I feel like looks like very different. This one's a lot more of like true blues and greens with even purpley tones. This one is more, I don't know, like I said before, like grungy, deeper, oceany tones. I can definitely see the differences. looking at it first off, like maybe a couple of those blues might be similar. I don't really feel like the greens are too similar. I don't know. Sorry I keep looking in the viewfinder. I'm trying to really pinpoint just by looking at them major differences, and I can see very distinct differences between these palettes. Maybe a couple shades are similar, but for the most part these look different. Just for the heck of it, let's look at the Ace Beauté one next to Certify. And again, I feel like you can see very distinct differences. If anything, these ones look a lot more similar than the other, like any of the other comparisons I've done so far. These ones look the most similar. I can't tell you right now which palette I say get if you're deciding between one, because so far I like all these formulas very much. I don't have any issues with any of them so far. Obviously take this one with a grain of salt because I just started using it. It's hard for me to say to pick just one. I can't tell you like you have to have this one over the other. Just honestly, you're gonna have to just go with which color story really speaks to you the most. All right, my last technically kind of blue-green palette is the Pinky Rose Exotic Peacock. And this one's gonna be very different, I'm sure. Yeah, to me, these don't look similar. Even the blues that I see in it, they don't really look the same to me. These ones look pretty distinctly different. All right, this is gonna be awkward to hold. Here's the Blue Blood palette from Jeffree Star next to the Whale Song. Definitely some similarities with some of the blues. Like I can see that light blue in the top corner of this one is really similar to Blue Blood over here. But I mean, really, that's kind of the only one that I can see that's similar just right off the bat, because all the shimmers look very distinctly different. The deeper shades look distinctly different. Maybe that grayish one right here is kind of similar to this one, but this one's definitely darker. I don't know, there's definitely not a whole lot of similarities for that one for me. I'm gonna pair the Juicy Olive palette with the Whale Song now. I feel like maybe like this green is similar to this green. This one here is kind of similar to this one, but overall not too insanely similar. And finally, my last green one to compare to any of these is the Just My Luck from Colourpop. Again, not really too many. I mean, maybe like one of these matte greens is similar to this one, but for the most part, not really similar. And I don't think the shimmers look anything like this one either. That's just what I think. I'm not gonna sit and compare all of these palettes right now because that's not the point of this video. I wanted to compare things with the Whale Song. I feel like they all have their distinct differences, but you don't need all of these. Don't be crazy like me. Unless you just love blue-green palettes, then be crazy. You definitely don't need them all. Just go with your gut. Go with whatever one you feel like you'd get the most use out of if you're trying to decide on one. I cannot tell you to pick just one because I love them all. And I also don't want you to feel like you need them all either. Don't be crazy like me unless you just love hoarding makeup. Anyways, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Obviously, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think of this look. Do you want this palette? Did you get this palette? Do you want to get this palette eventually? I want to hear all your thoughts. Let's just chat in the comments below. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's beautbean. Follow me there. I post every single day. And don't forget to subscribe here before you leave. I post at least 5 days a week, but it's usually 6 or 7. I've been posting like every day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.